Greetings, Mindcrafters, and welcome to another delightful discussion on all things well-being. It's another Minecraft chat today. Caesar's just trying to get the best angle on the grass if you're wondering what he's doing. Oh, and by the way, he is still in his mating season, so if I have to drop the phone and run, he's getting a little fresh. We gotta find him a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or not sure how he identifies, but we gotta find him another goat one way or the other. So he's like, starts leaving me alone. Anyway, it also feels so good to walk barefoot. It's hard to believe that people in Manhattan and other large cities actually pay big bucks to put fresh grass under their desks at work in the little cubicle farms. It's called turfing, if you don't know that. It has zero to do with what we're going to talk about today, but just thought I'd add it in there because it's so healthy to walk around with your little tootsies in the grass. And there's King Lear and Hamlet over there. Okay, so today we're going to talk about showing gratitude to your home, showing the love to your home. And even if you have a home, great. If you have an apartment, also great. A roof over our heads is certainly something to be grateful for. Even if it's a dorm, you'll be able to get something out of this. But the whole point is, and this relates to the happiness advantage too, how important it is. Yellow jackets don't know what's going on this time of year. They get a little nasty too. Go on, get away from me. Is to really show the love to our home. And here's the thing. The first thing is acceptance. And I was reading something as Richard Carlson, one of his Don't Sweat the Small Stuff books. There's one little blurb in there. It's not this whole thing. It's just like actually one idea. Because I want to kind of throw it in there because it stuck with me. He's got a friend who's an architect who says you should look at your house like painting a bridge. And he went big, like the Golden Gate Bridge. Because the Golden Gate Bridge, which I did not know until I read that, is literally painted every single day. It's like, in other words, it's never finished ever. So it's just painted every day. It's like a process. So when I first read that little thing about paint, had this attitude of, taking care of your home in all ways, means also painting it, or a new water tank, or a new floor, or a new ceiling, or new couch, or whatever it is. And your roofs and septic tanks and all that stuff. Where it's an apartment, you have to deal with all that, but you got to keep it up and keep on top of things. Appliances, it's not going to be over ever. And I think we do get sucked into this mentality, and I've caught myself a couple of times. Like, once the house is all finished, then I can be, I don't know what, I can be satisfied. I can put a plaque on the wall that says my house is finished. I don't know, but it's this weird mentality that we just have to, we think, and it's this list of boxes to check, especially when you own a home, is endless. It's like that old little fable of sticking your fingers in the little dikes and I don't know, but it's not. It's the minute you do one thing, it's like the grass is growing behind you, kind of thing, which is a great thing then to realize that since this is the way it is, to accept it. So say process based. It's kind of like and Richard Carlson wrote in this little chapter in one of his books that once we accept that it is not going to be finished ever, that there's some relief in that. So here's how it relates to the happiness advantage, which is where my mind went with it, because the idea of happiness, at least in the U.S., formula for happiness, is so backwards, right? And it fits with the house thing, because we have it in our heads that once I become, successful, then I'll be happy. And here, cognitively speaking, this is how it works with the house. Stay with me here. Because we have this idea of once we become successful, so we got 1A, now we have to get 2 A's. We got straight A's, now we got to go into a higher program, better college, better graduate school. We got the job, now we got to get a promotion. We maxed ourselves out, hit the glass ceiling there, now we got to get a different job. We got to move. It's just we keep upping the ante. And so we keep pushing the envelope of happiness past the cognitive horizon, as Sean Aker would say. Like, we keep, because since we're constantly trying to one up, like the endless poker game of life or something, and it's because of that, we can't ever reach happiness in that way. So, of course, the real formula that works is the opposite. Instead of once I'm successful, I'll be happy, it's once I'm happy, only then can I be truly successful. So it shifts the focus. Instead of making this stretch to the next bigger, that's the biggest house. Now you need a 2-car garage. The 1-car garage isn't enough. People across the street have a 3-car garage. Rah, 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 rah. Instead, we focus on the process of creating a happiness lifestyle. And then we are truly happy. We can become truly happy. Successful. Once we're happy, we become successful because we know that happy people are in relationships more frequently, better relationships, higher quality. They get jobs faster. They get accepted into college faster. We good vibes attract more good vibes, like we know that to be true. So how it relates to the house thing is that by accepting the house, giving the house the love every day is a lifestyle too, or it's part of our happiness lifestyle. Definitely work it into the gratitude lifestyle. And for me, I think today I might even do this today. Go into each room and tell the room you're grateful for that room. I'm so grateful for this room. So there's show gratitude to your house. Remember that it is by keeping it up, and we're not looking for perfect. That's such a bad word. You're better off saying the F-bomb. It's a process, staying with the process with the home love and the gratitude. The other thing, go room by room and tell the room you're grateful for that room. And here's the thing, some feng shui. This is the number 2, right? First of all, accept that home care is a process. It's not going to be over. 2, that you want to be in each room. So it's best to take them one room at a time. If you have a small apartment even, this definitely works for you. So since you want to be in there, it should be inviting. It should suck you in like a magnet. If it doesn't do that, figure out what the roadblocks are. What's blocking you? It might be the way that the furniture is positioned. Like, for example, I'm not an expert on feng shui by any means. I know the basic principles. But when you walk in the door, there shouldn't be like the back of a couch. Unless maybe there's a reason, like there's windows, because we kind of have that going on, but it's facing a view, so it doesn't make any sense to face it the other way. But typically, you don't want to walk in and be hit with like bang. And there should be art on the wall that's colorful and inviting and maybe meaningful to you. Another part of this, to want to be in a room, is to declutter. So what has worked for me, and it sounds like a lot, but it actually works really, really well, he is a strange little goat. I'm just telling you that right now. Is to take every single thing out of the room. It sounds like, oh my God, is she kidding me? No, it sounds like it's this huge undertaking. It takes a little bit of effort, but especially if you have someone else there, partner, friend, or whatever, it actually isn't as much of a deal as you think it would be. Once you get it all out, you're like, oh my God, I could do Zumba in here. The room looks like a million times bigger, and you only put back what you want in. It works so well. It just works so well. And your house is saying, thank you, gratitude. And then, because the organization thing is also next, because when we start to learn how to stay on top of it, it's that much easier. And then the third way we can say, I'm grateful for you to our home, is to bring in fresh flowers. And that's also another feng shui principle. And I think it's cool to put them in someplace that isn't, obvious. It's like the center of the kitchen table or dining room table, center of the coffee table. You can put them there. Put them I put them in the bathroom sometimes. Why not? Or just in some place that doesn't yell flowers to you. Maybe a kitchen countertop, and then you want to be in there cooking. And I'll tell you, with my new sexy kitchen, I keep it so Spartan. Oh my gosh, it's so Spartan. I bought this sexy red stove. It's so gorgeous. And that was like the mojo, and then the rest of the kitchen is kind of like around the stove. And I don't want so much as a salt grain that's extra in that kitchen. If it doesn't spark joy, and it's out it goes. I got my little chairlift pictures on there, the old-fashioned skis hanging above, and that is it. Clear countertops. I could dance on those countertops, which is not what they looked like before the reno. So whatever that looks like for you, even if it's a small apartment or whatever. And I've also told my students, your dorm room, as far as feng shuiing goes, even if you have a double, like a typical first-year dorm, your desk is your desk, and you want to be at your desk. And so make it your own. Clear it off. Clear everything off, and maybe take everything out of the drawers. Get rid of anything you don't need. You can go pick flowers, and now it's leaves. You can just get some nice branches of colorful leaves and stick them in a dry vase, and that works. But these are all ways to show gratitude to your home. And whenever we express gratitude, right, it's really about what's going on in here. When we express the love out here, even if it's to our home, right? Your home is your fortress. No matter what your home looks like, it's your fortress. just this protective, wonderful, loving place. And when we express that gratitude to our home, we express that gratitude back in here. So that's it. Show your house the love. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from Northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.